Hey fam, welcome to my channel. My name's Mark and today I'm doing a Shibarium video on a project called, you might see it here, Yen token or Yuan. How you pronounce it, that's up to you. No one cares really. I mean, as long as you find the right token, you find the right community and you've not got like hustled into joining the wrong community. I'm going to put all the links in the description. So this is the Twitter Yuan token. I'm going to put like the YouTube in there, the Medium, the website, the contract, the Dex Tools link. Make sure you end up in the right place. So when you're doing your due diligence, you're doing the proper research from the proper sources. So Yuan token, the first thing I want to touch on is the followers. Like it's 377 followers. Now I'm not telling you because that's big or small, or it's a significant number. I'm telling you because I'm like part of so many big projects that I thought I was early into. I used to watch Crypto Banter, Coin Bureau, Cryptos R Us, and they kind of talk about all these projects. Like, oh, you're early. And in reality, you're not early on any of them because by the time they're talking about them, they've already bought, everyone's already acted, and they've got thousands in the communities. So when I stumbled across Shibarium and I realized like how early we are, we're at a blockchain what no one knows about. Like, now, let's be real, right? Most people have not got a clue what Shibarium is. Like, they talk about 5-6% of the world population being into crypto, but like 99% of them people are just dealing with centralized exchanges, buying your blue chip projects. Like when you start talking about degens, you probably got like 1% of them people what are down the rabbit hole doing Uniswap, PancakeSwap, MarsSwap. But then when you start looking at Shibarium, that's down the rabbit hole even further. That's like 1% of the 1% club, because this is proper degen world. There's no volume, which is good because there's hardly any scammers because there's no volume for anyone to take anything from. But what's good is like now is the time for us to build these relationships, for us to build the networks. One of the beautiful things is when I started looking at Yen token, I realized Yen token is all about relationships. Like it says it right here on the Twitter page. Yen will flip USD. Then it says relationships are the currency of Yuan or Yen. How you pronounce it, I don't know. The lone dragon can soar. Together, the council can ignite the world. And I think this is poetic in itself to a degree. If you're into poetry, I don't know, but this is where true value comes from. True value comes from the connections that you make in the space. And for anyone to say that's nonsense, trust me, right? You speak to anyone that's been in this space for any length of time, and every single person, hands down, will say the same thing. The relationships, the networking, the time spent in the space is the most valuable commodity because it shows you genuine, it shows you truth. You can only fake stuff for so long, but if you're real, like if you're here to do good, if you're here to build your network, you're here to build a product, it shines through. People see it. So if you're any of those things, like you should hold Yen token. If you're here for the right reasons, if you've built relationships, if you're growing your network, we want you to grow your net worth as well, and you can do that by being part of the Yuan token ecosystem. So do your research, come and join us, like have a look. And when I say come and join us, like Yuan isn't owned by any one entity, it's a collective of people. Like they've got the Council of Dragons. The Council of Dragons were elected through people that initially sent in the tokens before the date because they migrated from Ethereum over to Shibarium. So the people that sent in the tokens, I think there were 66 in total that got into the Council of Dragons, and they're like elected to be like the decision makers on behalf of the community. But things go to community votes, like polls are done. In fact, one of the most recent poll was, I think, the token, because the token here we had the tax on the token was 0. So it's good, like to a point you got 0 tax because you can buy it, sell it, you're not losing anything. You can trade in and out of it very easy. But the problem with that is like, if you're in the elected council and you've got these amazing ideas and you want to do stuff, like what do you do it with? Like how do you implement these ideas? Everything costs money. So they put it to the vote. The community did decide, and there was different percentages, either stay 0 tax or 1%, 2%, 3%. And they chose the 2% tax because it's big enough for when volume comes in to give a substantial amount to help further develop Yuan and market it. But it's small enough where you can still trade it as well. So it doesn't matter. Like, you've only got 2% tax. So I mean, if you want to leave, if the token's pumping and you want to come back, it's like 4% in and out. It's nothing. So yeah, I actually like the fact that they put it to the vote. I like the fact that the community decided. If you do want to grab some Yen token, you go to Mars Swap. I'm going to go there in a second. They have got a YouTube channel also. So head over there. It's only just gone live. So show your support. Like, subscribe to the channel, share it. Like, watch the video. Being a member of the council, the end result of this is that you are responsible. The Council of Dragons consists of the 66 OGs, the originals. So watch the video. They've also got the website, which only went live recently. So join our community of dragons today. Yen is an idea. It is a jewel of fates. Yen is a leadership team. Yen is you, and you are a dragon. We are all dragons. Don't ask. Just go and do. Is that a metaphor? Is that being cryptic? I think it's all of the above. And you read it and you feel just as lost as before you started reading it. But I like it. It makes you think and it makes you want to learn more. So listen, jump in the Telegram, join the community. If you want to know what's happening, if you want to see what kind of community members are in there. If you're in Shibarium, you'll probably see a lot of the same people. But it's a very, very community-driven project. It's built by the community for the community. So Yuan is only Yuan. There isn't a leadership team dictating the direction. There is a democratically elected team who carry out ideas and requests of the community. And like I said, that is true because they put stuff for polls. So if you want to learn more, if you want to ask questions, you want to help the future of Yen, you just join the TG and you have your say. You put it to the vote, and yeah, the future of Yen is pretty much in your hands. So they've got a little blog here, the Council of Dragons. I'm not gonna go into it. They've also got a medium which dates back to the 10th of May, just showing you how long Yen's been around. And again, it's like got 7 followers, so there's not many people like engaging with the socials. But again, to me, this gets me kind of excited because there's not many people here. And when you see things like this, you realize like how early you are. So let's just jump across to the chart. So I'm on Dex Tools. So right now, I mean, if you look at the chart, I mean, it does what every single launch does, every single migration does. It shoots up over the first few days, and then it comes back and it corrects, and then it's slowly, steadily been making its way up, creating like higher lows and higher highs from the initial pump. The current market cap's 372,000. With liquidity of almost 60,000 liquidity. Like every day there's activity. But if you're thinking about buying, so you just head over to Mars Swap. So if you go to just for simplistic terms, I'm just going to go back to the website and the buy now section. You click on that, it'll take you straight across to Mars Swap, and it'll just put you in the trading pair straight away. So you've got your bone there, you got your Yuan there. Love the Web3 shards integration on Mars Swap. You got the trading pairs of each, where you can see them here, all the details, and then that's how you buy. It's that simple. But to help your decision in buying Yuan, buying Yen token, first thing you want to do is join the Telegram, go to the community, jump in there and just have a conversation. Like, look at the different people what are in there, trying to get a feel for the room. You're probably going to see a lot of the same faces. So if you're in a lot of different Shibarium projects, you're going to see so many familiar faces. If you're just new to Shibarium, just get a feel for it. Ask some questions, scroll up, look at the different chats, see what's being talked about, and then you'll probably start getting a feel for other projects, and you'll see the same people like kind of cross-pollinating across different projects. But like if you go to the top and you click on and the people in the chat, Like you're looking at like Rob, looking at the Grand Admiral, Jay, Ian, Nick, Din. So you got Ashura. So you can see all these. You can see all these key people what are in the chat, and you'll see a lot of names that are familiar with other projects as well. But there's a lot of people active in this chat, and whenever you've got a question, you've got an issue, there's multiple people to answer it, give you advice, and send you in the right direction, like where you can learn more, you can find out more. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your community, spread it around. Like if you know people in Shibarium but they're not into Yen token, like just send them the video across, share it, because like the beauty of creating content like this is that you can share it, and this one video can have like a big effect because multiple people can see it. And if this just changes one person's mind, if it onboards one person, not even to Yen specifically, if it onboarded a person into the Shibarium ecosystem, it's good for the entire space, because it's all about cross-pollination, right? Like Yen token is all about relationships, it's all about networking. And that's why we're all here. We're all here to grow our network and grow our net worth. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.